Hello, and thank you for joining me in this virtual space. I'm sending you peace, love, happiness, and good vibes starting right now. Okay, so today I am going to be starting my compost out of a container bin. I am doing a compost because I am starting a garden this spring and I just feel like this is something that I should do. And I'm a vegetarian now, so I have a lot of food scraps that need to be recycled. So I am starting me a compost. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it today. And I'm doing it for the very first time, so we'll see how it goes. So join me. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is a container with a lid. I got mine at the Goodwill store, but you can probably find them at your local thrift store, or your family and friends may have some that they don't use anymore. But if you can't find any, you can always buy them from Walmart, Home Depot, or Lowe's. Next, you're going to take a drill or something very sharp like a knife to make your holes in your container. I use a drill, but like I said, you can use a knife. You might can find a stick or anything to make some holes in the top, the bottom, and the side of the container. I'm starting out with a very simple compost recipe, and it only consists of 3 things, and these 3 things you should be able to find in your backyard: leaves, soil, and food scrap. You can use dirt from your yard, but I chose to buy mine from Walmart. It only costs like $4. For your first layer, you want to put your dry leaves at the bottom of the compost container, and you're going to fill that about 1/4 of a way up. Next, you want to place your dirt on the top of the leaves until it's about halfway full. So you have your first layer, which is the leaves, filled to about 1/4 of a way up in your container, and then the second layer will be your dirt. Now comes the fun part, and that's putting in your food scraps. Like, I literally have been collecting mine for a very long time, so it's all gooey and mushy and everything in there. You're just gonna top off your layer with your food scraps. There are certain things that you should never ever put in your compost. I will put a link in the description box below for a good list of things that are good for your compost, as well as some of the things that are not good. Okay, so after you're added all of your food scraps, you want to stir your compost up, and you want to mix it up and cover your food scraps with your dirt and with your leaves and get everything mixed up. If you're able to pick it up and shake it, you might can do that. I just decided to stir mine around. If your leaves are like mine, they're super dry, then you want to get some lukewarm water and pour it in your compost. But you don't want to put too much of water in it. You just want to have it where it's a little damp, a little wet in there, but just enough just to make it moist. If you use too much water, your compost will start to smell. Alright, now after you added all your ingredients, you mixed it together, and you have your compost ready, you need to find a good spot to place your compost container. You want to make sure that it's in a shady area, because too much sun could dry out your compost. So I chose a spot that's on the side of my house. It's actually next to my trash can. As I go out to the trash can, I can just drop off my food scraps in my compost bin. So I wanted to just have it right there and easily accessible as I'm walking out. I can easily get to it. Now that I've made my compost, all I have to do is designate a can or a bin to put your scraps in. And we've been using an old coffee can with a lid for hours. You can use whatever you want. I mean, anything that has a lid that you can keep in your kitchen. Maybe at the end of the day or every other day, you can go and dump it into your compost bin. And it takes about 2 to 3 months for your compost to be ready for your gardens. This is an awesome way to help, reduce the waste that you have in your house, and also just becoming more greener and using things to help with your garden. So if you like this video, you guys, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share it. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.